crypto warriors, changing our world day by day. The way of the crypto warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way.
Hey guys, this is Bix Weir, roadrunner.com. I'm going to do something right now that you'll rarely see anybody on YouTube do. Those who predict prices on anything, but mainly on cryptos. Historically, anybody can predict anything. It doesn't really matter. And then the ones that get it right on occasion will say, "I'm the best predictor in the world." So this is kind of my raising my hand saying, "I'm the best predictor in the world." No, it's not like that. This video about Theta and Theta Fuel and my Road to Ruta analysis of Theta. What is it? Why I have been so bullish for the past, since its introduction, what was that, 4 or 5 years ago. I posted this on the private road, on the Road to Ruta website for all the private road members in December of 2020. And so if you've been a private road member, you've probably seen this before. But if you haven't, it is very important to understand where we've come from. Why Theta? Why not Bitcoin? Why not Litecoin? Why not Solana? Why not all the other cryptos? Why is Theta so important for humanity, according to Bix Weir? And why does he think that this is going to be the biggest cryptocurrency on the planet in the future? So I'm gonna show you guys. I'm showing this for the first time to the public. Hello, public. Nice to see you again. If you watch my work, I mainly focus in silver and cryptos, and where I think they're going and things like that. So for some of you, this is new. For some of you, this is old hat. But I started watching this video, and I'm like, it's time to update it. So I'm going to do a new update for the private road members. But I wanted to get this out there for everybody who doesn't know what Theta is about. And I'm going to make a couple comments as we go. But this is why I think this is so transformative, so much bigger than Bitcoin and bigger than what's going on with silver even. Although, yes, of course, I am loaded up on silver for the end of 170 years of price suppression, and I hope you are too. But when silver is freely traded, finally, which means there's no derivatives on silver setting the price, who knows what the price will be, the gold-silver ratio will probably be well below 10 to 1. But when that happens, I'm going to sell most of my silver for a better asset. And if Theta and Theta Fuel are still at these low levels, or even if they double, triple, quadruple by then, I will probably dump them all into Theta and Theta Fuel, which is a big call. I mean, I'm taking, 25 years of work in silver, and when I accomplish my goal of having silver being freely traded, I'm going to take it all and put it into the future of the internet, the future of broadband, the future of mining, the future of AI, and I think Theta is that future, and I'm going to tell you why. So here we go. I'm going to start this for all you people who haven't seen it. This has been on the private road at the Road to Root on the Theta page. Teaches you how to buy, store, and stake Theta. It's been there since December 2020. It's 3.5 years. So yeah, this is back. Why? And you wonder why? The most important thing is I want everybody who has invested in Theta and done very well, and those who bought at the top and are pissed off, hang on, you'll be fine. Don't worry. But I want to give everybody the knowledge that cryptos don't have to be just chase the shiny object. There is actually due diligence that you can do, and the people who do their due diligence or join the Road to Ruta and watch this video understand fully why Theta has gone from 5 cents to whatever it is now, $3, or why it's going into the thousands. They fully understand that. And yeah, you might have been turned on to a crypto because a friend told you, because your psychic told you, whatever it is. It doesn't mean you shouldn't understand what the hell you're doing. So this is that understanding that I posted 3.5 years ago. Enjoy. Hey guys, this is Bix Weir, roadrunner.com with your Theta and Theta Fuel analysis. Recording this on, November 30th, for basically December and forward. I wanted to get into the new things that I have learned, new revelations, new insights into what these two tokens are doing and why I am so bullish on them. And I think they're massively undervalued right now compared to all other cryptos. All other cryptos. I think the only other asset I would not sell for Theta and Theta Fuel also would be silver. I've been in the silver game a very long time. I do not see this latest push to the freeing of silver. I don't see that going away. I see it continuing to push and destroy the banks as we go along. Banks have been destroyed by billions of dollars all year. JP Morgan was even called out, along with Citibank and Deutsche Bank and the other banks, for rigging the silver market. That kind of visibility is not something they have ever experienced, nor have they experienced losses. So yes, I'm still heavily invested in physical silver in my own possession. But other than that, Theta and Theta Fuel are the call, in my belief, in short term and long term. Long term especially, but short term, there's so many good things coming down the pike. And I want to get into it briefly. Go to the Road to Root of Theta page. It's the first page on the private road if you are interested in some of the background stuff. I won't be doing too much of the background. I really want to get into what's new and what's going on with the price. Here's how my understanding has changed this year on what Theta really is. At the beginning, I just liked it because it wasn't an ICO. That was great. That means the SEC can't go after them. And then I'm digging in. I'm not really into gaming, but I know a lot of people are into gaming, and I saw it as a gaming token. It's not really that either. What we're looking at is a change in the way that people react to each other, interact with each other, and it is I have been calling it the Internet 2.0. In 1990, the entire world changed. 1990 was the release of the World Wide Web, which made the internet usable for regular humans like you and I. It changed the way we work. I'm going to talk about some of the things that changed. When the World Wide Web came about, if you recall before that, old guys like myself, there were fax machines, there was the real mail. You'd send letters to people. You'd talk on the telephone a lot. It was the way we worked was very different than the way we work today. The way we work today, computers have integrated into almost every business, but it's the World Wide Web that really fueled that interaction so that people can transact in real time together. The World Wide Web was needed. It was created by the military way back when, probably 50 years ago. But it really didn't get into the hands of the people until the World Wide Web was created in 1990. I remember back at that time, I was invited by some friends of mine who worked in Silicon Valley to join a venture capital investment company to invest in companies related to the World Wide Web. I said, no, I don't get it. It's not my world. I don't understand it. So I backed out. Big mistake. When I saw Theta, I was like, wow, this is, I had that same feeling. I kind of have a tingling goosebump feeling that this is the second opportunity to get in on the ground floor of the World Wide Web. And I'll get into why I think it's the World Wide Web in just a second here. But everything you do now, everything people do, especially in the work processes, are moving to the web. With the COVID breakdown and the shutdown of businesses and everybody having to work from home, companies are figuring out, oh my God, we're getting a similar amount done. Not all businesses, a lot of businesses are going under. But bigger businesses are saying, we're getting with the back office type of stuff, we're getting a similar amount done without that infrastructure, without the cost associated with employees coming into work each day. People are saving massive amounts of time. In commute hours, in the big cities, commute hours can range from anywhere from a half an hour to 2 hours, both ways. So it is a big deal that both companies can get more out of their workplace, their employees, and also the employees don't have to spend that extra time traveling, can spend more time with their family. So yes, the work process is changing. COVID has made it change exponentially fast. It will never go back to the way it was.
And we need to understand that. Another thing that's happening is merchandise purchasing. All these mid-level small businesses that sell doodads, trinkets, whatever, books or shoes or whatever in their shops have been struggling for a long time. This is the final nail in the coffin for those businesses. All human merchandise purchasing is moving to the web. This is it. This is the end of it. It was moving anyway. Now it's really moving. I heard with the Black Friday, it was 50% less people went out. So all merchandise purchasing is moving to the web. All food purchasing is moving to the web. Restaurants that were once thriving are now building out their takeout, and people are figuring out, oh my God, I don't have to deal with going out. I don't have to pay these big tips. I can just get food to go. And there's companies that deliver it to your door. And that's can be the way we purchase. All the large grocery stores or Safeways and the big ones have delivery mechanisms now where you order your food on the web and they'll just deliver it to your front door. That is the way things are going. And with COVID, it really pushed it into high gear. All human news and entertainment's moving to the web. We already know that. Movie theaters are done. They will never have the traffic they had in the past. Even new releases are going to online. So everything is moving to online. News, nobody likes the newscasters anymore. Everything's going to go to the web, which is a problem because you have certain companies that are in charge of what you see. And censorship has never been worse, but that will change with decentralized platforms. And those are coming very fast. Theta is going to help with that. It's not there yet, but they are moving towards that decentralized platform, and they will get there probably within a year. So we'll keep an eye on that. And then one of the biggest one is the banking processes are all moving to the web. I remember back when I was a kid, we used to have to go into the bank with passbooks, and they would write down when you made a deposit or a withdrawal. And that is all online now. You can bank from your phone. You don't even have to go into a bank anymore. You can deposit checks on your phone. Just take a picture of them with your banking app. All that is moving to the web, and money in general is moving to the web with cryptocurrencies, and we all know that. And here's a big one that I just dove into. I bought a big report on this. It is the learning processes are moving to the web. Schools will no longer be needed. That is part of this plan. We're all wondering, why can't kids go to school? They don't get COVID. This is part of the controllers trying to take us out of the schools, and basically learning from now on is going to be on the web. It's much more efficient, obviously, for college. For college, the tuitions were off the charts ridiculous. And then as we go through the transition, there'll be no more student loans. That is the largest debt of the United States. So all the learning processes are moving to the web. So basically everything we do is moving to the web. And you can argue if it's good or bad. I would say ultimately it will be good to free us up to do anything we want to do. A lot of this work was just bullshit work that kept us, kept the people busy. How many accountants really were born wanting to be an accountant? Very few. And now that it's all on the web, theoretically, they can do whatever they want. Now, will they have to continue to work? That's what I'll get to in a second. Potentially not. Again, everything has changed. So let's keep going here. So all of the above, all of this stuff that is getting transferred onto the web needs a massive amount of bandwidth for the World Wide Web to work. The bandwidth is all the data, all the zeros and ones. The data needs to go through cables or through the air, through content delivery networks, and everything. The more it increases, the more crowded the bandwidth is. If you've ever watched a movie and you see that little circle turning around and around, that's your bandwidth trying to reload because there's just not enough bandwidth. the amount of things going online is going to increase massively, especially in news and entertainment. 75% of the internet right now is being used for streaming, meaning videos, games, YouTube. That's probably what you're listening to this right now. 75% of the entire World Wide Web is clogged up with this, and it's just increasing. And with higher definition, it's just going to get way out of hand. It's already getting way out of hand. We're already seeing the East Coast start to limit the amount of terabytes you can use to stream. So going back to Theta, again, if you don't know the ins and outs of Theta, go to the Theta page at roadtoguru.com. But these are the three problems that are going to be gigantic. They're already a problem, but they're getting bigger and bigger. Right now, the problem's being solved by higher cost at the content delivery network bubble you see here. So you have your content creators, your video platform, which is your content creators are you and me and whoever's, say, made a movie or made the news, Fox News. And then you get your video platform. That would be something like Amazon or Netflix or YouTube. And then for them to get their the information out to the people, they use a content delivery network. And there's all kinds of companies that do this, but it's very centralized. And those are the companies that need a lot of bandwidth to get it to all these different viewers. So the three things that live streaming, now Theta talks a lot about just live stream video and things like that. But basically it is the internet. Because live stream uses 75% of the internet, the other 25% is used by other things, such as email and all that, everything else that goes through the internet. But they could say live stream video, or they could say the internet in general. Number one, poor quality. Today's content delivery networks, CDNs, lack reach, causing video rebuffering and high load times in many parts of the world. Remember all those things that are changing. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse. Number two, skyrocketing data needs. Users demand 4K, 8K, and high-quality streams create infrastructure bottlenecks. And number three, centralized and inefficient system. The centralized nature means less revenue flows back to content creators and platforms. The CDNs, as they get more and more crowded, they're going to charge more and more. And then so the Theta Solution is a decentralized peer-to-peer video delivery system. It's a new native blockchain powered by the users. And they have three examples here. The viewers earn rewards as Theta Fuel, higher quality, smoother video streaming, reduced costs of delivering video streams. Those are the three big things there. But that's just the start. They made this video back in the beginning of Theta. There's so much more that can be done with Theta. And it gives you a schematic. It goes from the validators and guardian nodes. The whole idea behind having a token is that you need an economic incentive for people to share their bandwidth. It's that simple. The technology, Theta Labs owns the technology. They have a copyright on the technology of broadband sharing. Okay, the Theta blockchain and the protocol that goes with it is a way to incentivize everybody to want to share their broadband so they can earn Theta Fuel. And who buys the Theta Fuel? Where does the Theta Fuel get its power? Right there. The purchases of Theta Fuel are the video platforms, such as Sliver TV, NBN, Samsung, anybody looking to get that, YouTube, get that information out there to all the different people that don't want to pay the content delivery networks that are charging more and more because they're so backed up. Okay, here's...
All right, I'm going to stop. That'll be the end of part one. It gives you a background of kind of what the origins of Theta were. And then it just really, I mean, when I do the future of Theta, it's going to shock you. But that's kind of shocking right there. And, okay, that's the end of part one. Click over on the YouTube channel for part two, and we're going to talk more about why it's so important to have Theta.